Greetings and welcome to my new calculus channel. My name is John Gabriel. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about some parts of my life that some of you may be interested in. Of course, I won't share everything because it's never a wise idea to share everything. And I cannot stare at the screen because my eye hurts a lot if I stare at the screen. So I don't know how long I'll be talking. Um, so let's talk about how the new calculus came to be. So, of course, I've published several articles, and you all know initially how I struggled with understanding the mainstream calculus. And of course, the problem wasn't on my end; it was really that mainstream calculus is flawed in many respects. And the more I pointed out these flaws, the more hard-headed mainstream academics began to become. So, when I first began to comment on forums, I was very civil. I didn't use any foul language and I was very respectful. But the kind of response that I got was shocking um, from people who are supposedly erudite and who are supposed to be held in high esteem. People like Gilbert Strang from MIT, Jack Hazinger from Harvard. I think that's where he graduated from. David Ulrich from Oklahoma State, Terry Tao, that little dimwit from, I think, his University of California or something, and many others that I've actually had the displeasure of communicating with or knowing. So, so initially, I was simply out to share my ideas and to try and find a way to fix the mainstream calculus. But I can assure you that was not going to happen because the mainstream calculus is so flawed in its formulation that it's just about impossible to fix. In fact, my historic geometric theorem, which allows a formulation without limits or infinity or infinitesimals, is also not as elegant, simple, and smooth as the new calculus from which it was realized. So one of the reasons I became very aggressive towards my enemies is that they began to libel me, began to call me a crank, a crackpot, uh, post many unflattering things about me on the internet, totally untrue, destroying my ability to get a job. I was actually fired from two private schools, and I'll tell you which they were. One was Rancho Solano in Arizona, in Scottsdale, Arizona, and the other one was Basis Independent in San Jose. Both were Jew owned schools, by the way, and I never got to teach there. In fact, I was fired from each school before the first day I got to teach. And do you know why I was fired? You have one guess. That's right, because I promoted, not at school, but privately, the new calculus. So I'm still promoting the new calculus. And one of the reasons that I continue to complete the formulation, the new calculus is complete, by the way, all the way complete. There's no more research that needs to be done. One of the reasons is that I wanted to get back at these vile, horrible individuals that were libeling me and saying totally false things about me. So the fact that I had been persecuted is very, very real. It's not a conspiracy theory. uh, these vile, demonic human beings, if you can call them human beings, from all spheres of mainstream, set up websites. They uh, set up discussion groups where nothing else was said except ridiculing me, laughing at me, and so on. And so, in one sense, the new calculus was developed out of spite to expose their ignorance and stupidity, and that it did. And let me tell you, when the geometric theorem came along, that put the nails in their coffin because that was based on Newton's experimental ideas with a non parallel secant line. But of course, neither Newton nor Leibniz nor any of the other morons that came after them, but before me, were able to figure these things out. So uh, I got back at these people. Trust me, I did. There's not only one of me now, there are thousands of them. Where are these thousands? These are the students that come into their classrooms. They now have to answer to them because of me. Isn't that beautiful? Revenge is actually quite sweet, to be honest, because these idiots cannot give answers to what the students tell them after they've looked at my work. And so uh, instead of having a classroom of one John Gabriel, they now have classrooms full of John Gabriels. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, revenge is sweet, yes. They're all a bunch of vile, idiotic, incorrigibly stupid psychopaths, all of them. Their egos, their arrogance is just, one cannot even express any words. They're such incorrigibly stupid assholes. All of them, by the way. Not a single one of them have ever dared to come forward and say that what I'm saying is right. And one of them who tried, a certain lecturer from the UK, tried to say that he already knew about it, but he'd published nothing on it. So, and of course, privately, many have told me that I'm right. Not that I needed them to tell me I'm right. I know I'm right because what I discovered is correct. It's reasonable, it's logical, and it works. So they've tried on so many levels, and I've gotten back at them. And one of the reasons that I completed the new calculus, and I have not shared everything with them, and I won't because they don't deserve it. One of the reasons is that I wanted to get back at them to expose their stupidity, their arrogance, their hard headedness, their intolerable hatred and lack of morality. These mainstream mathematics academics are scum like you can't imagine. And I hate to use that expression because that idiot Donald Trump uses it. But to be honest, there's no better expression for these people. They're the scum of the earth. And anyone outside their clique doesn't have a chance of publishing anything. Of course, they've taken away all my ability to publish anything. So not most of my material, all of the material that I've written about is free because of these vile, repulsive, disgusting mainstream mathematics academics. They are truly unethical, truly vile people, all of them. Um, so, yes, revenge is sweet. They're now having to deal with their stupidity. They're now having to sit back and think, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't have just dismissed this guy without even having looked at his work. Yes, believe it or not, people, they dismissed my claims without even studying what I said. That idiot, Jack Hazinger, for example, wrote an entire critique. And when he realized he was wrong, he withdrew the critique. And he corresponded with me in emails. And I asked him to apologize, but he wouldn't apologize. But guess what? The damage had been done. I had been kicked off Quora, and I was kicked off any other time I tried to get on. So what these despicable, evil individuals have done is they have blacklisted me. They have uh, denigrated my name. They have made John Gabriel a byword. And for this, they're suffering right now, and they're going to suffer more. Yes, because now there's not just one John Gabriel. There are thousands. Deal with it, you bastards. I hope you suffer slowly and you just die one of the worst deaths out. To the lot of you, anyone who ever spoke an ill word against me, I hope you go blind and your children die, you vile dogs. I hate you with a passion that is indescribable by words. You are incorrigibly evil, wretched, stupid, incompetent human beings who know nothing about mathematics. You don't even know what is a number, or what is an arithmetic mean, or what is geometry. And because you failed miserably to understand Euclid's elements, you came up with the bullshit of set theory and ZFC axioms and all the other crap that you call mathematics, which is anti-mathematical garbage. You vile dogs. So as you can see, people, I'm addressing those individuals directly. And if you want the truth, you're not going to get it from them. You're going to get it from me because I know better than them. And they're basically a bunch of liars, a bunch of stupids who don't belong in mathematics. All of the names I mentioned and more. All of those who persecuted me. In your face, you dogs. You will pay. And you are on the wrong side of history. Okay. So glad I got that off my chest. I'll probably call this Musings and add a number behind it. My name is John Gabriel. And before I sign off, if you're not already a subscriber, become one. Click like, follow me on academia, and perhaps I will share more stuff with you. If I get 1 million subscribers on YouTube, I'll probably reveal some more stuff. How's that? But so far, you've got a long way to go. I'm just under 2,000, and I don't see any reason to share anything with you. Even you who have done me no harm, I see no reason to enlighten you any more than I have. In fact, what I've done already is a work of great love and consideration, even though it was done for the very purpose of harming my enemies and those who slandered me. So that's pretty much it. I've ranted a little bit, but I'm glad I have. And if you think I'm psycho, you don't like it, fuck you, asshole. Go to hell. Go blind. Choke on a chicken bone or something. I hate most of humanity. Most of you are scum. You don't even deserve to consume the resources. You're worth nothing. To be honest, well, I can't say this just in case the video gets taken down. So that's pretty much it. Till next time, I'm John Gabriel. Goodbye.